Look around you. The world is spinning in chaos. People hurt each other without a second thought. They lie, they cheat, they betray, they turn their backs on kindness. They have forgotten what it means to have a pure heart. They don't pray. They don't serve. They don't care for anyone but themselves. In a world so lost, it is rare to find a soul that still chooses goodness. It is rare to find someone who still gets hurt by the pain of others. It is rare to find a person who helps without wanting anything back. And yet, here you are. You are that rare one. You are the one who has done good even when it was not returned. You are the one who held back your anger when you had every right to explode. You are the one who chose peace, chose love, chose forgiveness, even when your heart was breaking. Do you understand how precious you are? Do you understand that in heaven's eyes, you are not just another face in the crowd? You are a treasure. You are a masterpiece. You are the child that God looks at with a smile that never fades. This is not flattery. This is a fact. And because you are so precious, the darkness has tried everything to steal your light. But today, everything changes. Archangel Michael has stepped forward. His sword is drawn. His shield is raised. And he has a message that will shake the very foundation of your soul. He says, the attack against you was seen in heaven, but the shield I raised will only hold for a short time. Open this before it's too late. If you know you have a pure heart and you are ready for God's favor, type I am ready in the comments right now. Your declaration activates your protection. My dearest and most beloved child, listen closely. There are moments in life when silence is heavier than 1,000 thunderstorms crashing at once. There are moments when your heart pounds against your ribs for a reason you cannot explain. There is a pressure in the air, a strange feeling in your spirit that something is circling around you, something you cannot see, but you can definitely feel. Right now, at this very moment, you are standing in the middle of one of those sacred and intense moments. Heaven has been watching you, not from a distance, not with a casual glance, but with deep, unwavering attention. Every single step you have taken has been counted. Every sleepless night when your soul trembled in fear but you could not find the words to pray, heaven saw it. Every tear you wiped away in secret so that nobody would see your weakness, heaven collected it. None of it was ignored. None of it was wasted. And tonight, Archangel Michael himself has broken through the silence to speak directly to your spirit. His words are echoing through dimensions that your human eyes cannot see. He is saying, the attack that was launched against you did not go unnoticed in my Father's house. The enemy thought he was hiding in the shadows, but we saw every single move. However, the protective shield I have placed around you, the one made of celestial fire, the one that has been absorbing the blows meant to destroy you, it will only hold for a short time longer. You were chosen to receive this message right now. This is not an accident. This is not a random video that the algorithm pushed to you. This is divine precision. This is heaven's GPS guiding you directly to the truth you need to survive what is coming. Something has fundamentally shifted in the unseen world. Forces that were once silent, once patient, are now beginning to stir. The clock is ticking. The hourglass in heaven's chamber is losing its sand. The shield that guards you, forged in a fire so bright that it makes the sun look dim, is strong. But even divine energy needs to be renewed by your faith and your awareness. This is not a story. This is a revelation. And your future depends on you understanding every word. You have been marked for a great purpose. But because you carry a great purpose, you have also been targeted by the shadows. Do you suddenly feel waves of exhaustion that make no sense? Do you feel bursts of anxiety that come out of nowhere? Does it feel like everything in your life is falling apart all at the same time? Listen to me carefully. These are not coincidences. These are signals. The unseen battle has already begun, and you are standing right in the center of the battlefield. In the higher realms, right now as you read this, Michael is unsheathing his sword of light. The glow from that blade is cutting through the thick darkness that was aimed directly at your heart. He does not speak often. He is a warrior, not a messenger. So when he opens his mouth, it is not to scare you, it is to prepare you. He already knows the enemy's plans. He knows the traps that were set for you before you even woke up this morning. He knows that your breakthrough, the rise you have been praying for, has drawn the attention of both heaven and hell. So when Michael says, open this before it's too late, he is telling you that your awareness is your greatest weapon. Every truth you accept into your heart strengthens the shield. Every act of light you perform weakens the strike that was aimed at your chest. Somewhere in the spiritual realm, as you are listening to these words, the balance between light and darkness is shifting. It is tilting in your favor, but it will only continue if you stay with me, because the message that is about to unfold is not for the faint of heart. It is for the strong. It is for the chosen. It is for those who can handle divine truth without breaking. Something massive is about to be revealed to you. The reason you have faced so many strange setbacks, the reason certain people turned against you overnight, the reason your spirit feels heavier than a bag of stones, it is all connected to what Michael has already seen. Heaven recorded every single move against you. And now it is time for you to see the recording too. If you trust that heaven is fighting for you, smash the like button and share this video with one person who needs to wake up. Your one share could save a soul. My beloved child, when Archangel Michael raises his shield, the very foundations of heaven tremble with power. The shadows that once felt brave suddenly scatter like roaches in the light. His shield is not made of the gold or silver that humans fight over. It is made of divine fire. This is a fire so ancient, so primal, that even the oldest stars in the universe remember the moment it first sparked into existence. And right now, that very shield is the only thing standing between you and a storm that was designed to completely break you. But listen to the warning that echoes through the halls of eternity. Michael says, the shield I raised will only hold for a short time. Why would an archangel, a being of such unimaginable power and radiance, speak with such urgency? Because time, my dear one, is not a straight line like you think it is. In the realm of heaven, time bends to the weight of your faith. Every second you spend doubting your worth, every fear you feed in your heart, it acts like an acid dripping onto the shield, weakening it. The unseen forces that are waiting to destroy you, they thrive on your hesitation. They grow fat on the cracks of your uncertainty. That is why Michael's voice is not just a gentle warning, it is a command to wake up, to shake off the dust, and to stand up. Imagine the scene in heaven right now. Michael is standing above the clouds. His wings are blazing brighter than 1,000 mornings. He has his sword drawn in a posture of divine defiance. He is surrounded by legions of light, millions of angels, each one assigned to watch over a specific soul. And you are one of those souls. You are the one they are watching. The attacks that seemed random, the betrayals that shocked you, the nights you cried until you had no tears left, none of it was random. It was a reaction to your awakening. The moment you decided to get closer to God, The moment you decided to raise your vibration, the darkness panicked. The universe always notices when a soul starts to glow brighter than it used to. You have walked through pain, not because you're weak, but because your light started to disturb the shadows that had become comfortable around you. And that is why heaven had to intervene. When Michael saw the dark forces aligning against you, he moved with the speed of lightning. His shield formed around you in an instant. It was forged by the prayers you whispered in the dark, the ones you thought nobody heard. Every time you said, God, help me, even if it was just a whisper in your heart, his flame responded. But now the fire is flickering. The protection is still there, but it is starting to tremble. You have probably noticed it in small ways. You wake up at 3 a.m. with a heavy weight on your chest. You feel like someone is watching you from the corner of the room. You feel a sudden chill that has nothing to do with the weather, that is not your imagination. That is a sign. The shield is calling out to you for renewal. You are being asked to act. You are being asked to strengthen the divine wall around you through your intention, your awareness, and your light. Michael's shield does not just block the darkness, it reflects it. Every negative thought that is sent toward you gets mirrored and sent back to where it came from. That is why you are suddenly seeing people's true faces. The betrayals that were hidden behind fake smiles are now being exposed. The lies that were whispered in secret are now coming to the surface. The energy that used to drain you is now bouncing back. It is the universe balancing the scales, and Michael is holding the scales. But make no mistake, the darker forces never leave quietly. They do not give up easily. They will test you again. But this time, it will not be through obvious battles. It will be through subtle manipulation, a random thought that makes you doubt your worth, a small delay that makes you want to give up, a sudden argument with a loved one that steals your peace. These are distractions. They are designed to lower your vibration so that your shield gets weaker. This is where you come in. Michael's shield protects you, but your energy sustains it. Every time you say thank you, you add a brick to the wall. Every time you choose peace over panic, you tighten the armor. The shield is not just floating around you, it lives within you. You are not a helpless victim waiting for a miracle. You are a warrior standing under the command of the mightiest archangel. You carry divine authority. Think of this moment as a spiritual countdown. The shield will hit its limit unless your awareness rises to meet it. The message, open this before it's too late, is not about fear. It is about readiness. Michael is giving you the chance to reclaim what was stolen from you. He is giving you the chance to stop the attack before it finishes its cycle. The truth is, the enemy never had any real power over you. It only had your attention. The moment you take your attention back, the whole game changes. The next phase is coming soon. Keep reading. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. You will soon see signs, clear, undeniable signs that the realm of light is moving on your behalf. You might get a message in a dream that answers a question you've been asking for years. You might have a sudden encounter with a stranger who says something that heals a wound in your heart. You might feel a wave of calm wash over you in a situation where you used to feel nothing but fear. These are not accidents. These are confirmations. Heaven is surrounding you. But the greatest confirmation of all will come from within you. Before we go deeper, let me remind you of something important. You are not alone in this. Right now, at this exact moment, thousands of people across the world are waking up to the same truth. They're feeling the same stirring. They're getting the same divine nudge that something larger than life is unfolding. This is the year of revelation. This is the time when truth replaces illusion and light dismantles the lies that have kept humanity asleep. If these words are reaching you right now, it is because you were meant to hear them. Your soul signed a contract for this moment long before you were born. Michael's voice did not reach everyone. It reached you. You are part of a plan that is older than time itself. Every choice you make from this point forward echoes through eternity. Now, I need you to do something vital before we continue. Take one deep breath, just one. Let it fill your lungs. Center your heart. Remind yourself that you are protected, you are watched, and you are guided by the highest forces in existence. If you believe in the power of the light, if you believe that Archangel Michael is fighting for you right now, I want you to type Michael is my shield in the comments. Let the angels see your faith. Let the darkness hear your voice. Subscribe to this channel, not just with a click, but with your heart. When you subscribe, you are aligning yourself with a community of light warriors. Together, we are an army that darkness cannot touch. Do not stay silent. Your voice is a weapon. Speak your strength. Stay with me until the very end. Something monumental is waiting for you. The shield is about to evolve into something far more powerful, and you do not want. My beloved child, there comes a rare and sacred moment when the unseen world decides to pull back the curtain and show you the truth. That moment is right now. The veil that has separated your understanding from heaven's reality is getting thinner and thinner. Michael's message was never just a warning to scare you, it was a key to awaken you. The shield is still standing, but beyond that shield lies a truth so profound that it will completely change how you see your past, your struggles, and even your deepest pain. What if I told you that every heartbreak you endured was not a punishment from God? What if every sudden loss, every unexpected betrayal was actually a divine signal that something in your destiny was about to activate? Michael saw it happen. He saw the exact moment when your light pierced through the old patterns that were designed to keep you small. The dark forces panicked because your soul started vibrating at a frequency that called heaven closer. You started aligning with your higher purpose without even realizing what you were doing. And the more you aligned, the more the shadows tried to distract you. The attack was never really about destroying you. It was about delaying you. Because delay, my beloved, is the devil's most silent and deadly weapon. If he cannot stop you, he will try to slow you down. But here is what the enemy did not expect. He did not expect your resilience. He underestimated the power hidden inside your breaking points. Every tear you cried became a code of light. Every disappointment became a spark of transformation. That is why Michael raised his shield. He needed to buy you time, time to see through the illusion, time to remember who you truly are, time to recognize that no shadow can touch a soul that remembers its creator. Listen closely, because the revelation is about to get deeper. Heaven operates on a principle of resonance. What you hold in your heart creates ripples that reach the angels themselves. When you feel fear, the shield flickers like a candle in the wind. When you speak faith, it roars with the power of 1,000 suns. That is why the dark forces aim at your emotions first. They whisper lies in your ear, not because they know the future, but because they want to control your belief about the future. Picture this. You are standing under a sky that suddenly feels alive. The lightning does not just strike the ground, it speaks to you. Every flash of lightning is a divine echo. Every roll of thunder is a reflection of the war happening just beyond the clouds. Michael's sword is cutting through invisible threads of energy that have been tying you to your past pain. Those memories that suddenly resurface, the ones that make your chest ache, they are not coming back to hurt you again. They are being revealed so they can be severed for good. The veil is lifting for a reason. Heaven wants you to be aware. Heaven wants you to be awake. Heaven wants you armed with the truth. You have probably noticed strange synchronicities lately. You look at the clock and it is 11:11. You find a white feather in a place where no bird could have left it. You feel a sudden chill or a wave of warmth for no physical reason. These are not superstitions. These are confirmations. These are signs that the angelic realm is near. Michael's army walks with you even when you feel completely alone. You are surrounded by a frequency of protection that vibrates stronger every time you acknowledge it. And yet, there is something even deeper happening, something that is about to unfold in your life that will leave you breathless with wonder. Heaven never sends a warning without a purpose. Michael's words, "Open this before it's too late," were not just about reading a message. They were about opening your consciousness. Very soon, an opportunity will appear in front of you. It will look ordinary at first. It might even look like a problem. But hidden inside it is the key to your divine alignment. If you let fear cloud your vision, you will miss it. But if you walk in faith, heaven will part the clouds for you. Do you feel that subtle pressure in your chest when you think about your future? That is not anxiety. That is your soul preparing to expand. The human mind is afraid of what the spirit already knows is destined to happen. You are not breaking down, you are breaking open. And as you break open, Michael's shield is transforming. What was once just protection is becoming empowerment. You will no longer need to hide behind the light. You will become the light itself. The next few days are crucial. You might feel intense emotions rising to the surface. Old memories might come back to haunt you. Do not resist them. Let them flow through you like a storm that cleanses the sky. Each release makes you lighter. Each release makes you stronger. Each release connects you more deeply to heaven's current. Michael is with you through all of it. His wings form a dome of radiance around you that no darkness can penetrate. But remember this, light demands action. Heaven moves when you move. So do not just sit there and listen. Respond to what you're hearing. Speak your intention aloud. Say these words: I accept the divine protection and the divine purpose that has been placed upon my life. Say it with faith. Even if your voice shakes, every word of light creates a ripple in the unseen world, reinforcing Michael's shield around you. If you just spoke that declaration out loud, you need to share this video right now. Your share is a spiritual act of war against the darkness. Send this to someone who needs to wake up. You might be wondering why you, out of all the people in the world, were chosen to receive such a powerful message. The answer is simple, but it is also profound. Your heart carries a rare frequency. You have compassion mixed with strength. You have innocence layered with wisdom. That specific combination of energy terrifies the darkness because it cannot be manipulated. It cannot be bought. It cannot be broken. You have been attacked, not because you are weak, but because you are vital to the awakening that is happening across the entire planet. There are people connected to your energy, souls who will rise only because you decided to rise first. You are not meant to walk quietly through life anymore. You're meant to speak. You're meant to shine. You are meant to remind others that divine protection is real and that heaven intervenes even when no one else is watching. Every time you share light, you multiply it. And the more light spreads, the less power the darkness holds. That is why you cannot give up. That is why you must keep going, keep seeking, keep believing. The veil is gone. What comes next will change everything. If these words have touched the deepest part of your spirit, pause for a moment. Feel the warmth behind these words. It is not just emotion, it is a presence. It is Michael's presence. His energy is surrounding you right now. He is preparing you for what is about to unfold. The battle is not ending, it is shifting. And this shift will reveal truths that have been hidden from humanity for a very long time. Do not look away. Do not retreat into doubt. The shield is still holding, but soon it will evolve into something far more powerful, a direct, unbreakable connection between you and the heart of heaven. What is coming next will demand courage, but it will also deliver revelation. Something unimaginable is approaching, something that could rewrite the entire course of your destiny. Stay with me. Read until the end. Something massive is waiting for you, my beloved child. Time is shifting in a way that is hard for the human mind to grasp. The hourglass that sits in heaven's great chamber has been turned over, and the golden sand is falling faster than ever before. Each grain represents a choice you make. Each grain represents a heartbeat. Each grain represents a moment of faith that determines what happens next in your life. When Archangel Michael said, "The shield I raised will only hold for a short time," he was not trying to make you afraid. He was trying to wake you up to the urgency of the moment. Divine protection is not a gift that just sits there. It is a living covenant between heaven and your soul. It breathes, it moves, it reacts to every act of belief that you hold in your heart. You have probably felt it recently, the strange acceleration of events. Days feel shorter than they used to, nights feel longer. Your emotions are rising and falling like ocean tides being pulled by an invisible moon. This is not a coincidence. Heaven's clock is ticking at a different speed than ours. And right now, those two clocks are overlapping. The spiritual world and the physical world are merging. It is causing waves of energy that make you feel exhausted one minute and full of life the next. This is the divine hour. This is the moment before the great revelation. In the unseen realm, right now, Michael is walking across a vast field of pure light. His armor is glowing brighter than 1,000,000 suns put together, but his face looks serious. It looks solemn because he knows what most people cannot see. He sees the final wave of shadow gathering at the edge of your path. It is not a monster. It is not a demon with horns. It is a storm of negative energy made from human fear, collective doubt, and memories that were never healed. This is the last resistance. This is the final attempt of the darkness to keep you trapped in who you used to be. That is why Michael's voice is so commanding. He is saying, "Wake up, rise now. The time is almost gone." The shield is still around you, but tiny cracks are starting to appear. Not because you are failing, but because your next level of transformation requires the light to come from inside you, not just from around you. You cannot hide behind angelic protection forever. Eventually, you have to become the protection yourself. That is why your dreams have felt so different lately. They are more vivid. They are more symbolic. That is why random memories from your past are suddenly showing up. That is why people from years ago are suddenly reappearing in your life. These are echoes of unresolved issues that need closure before your soul can step into its next frequency. Are you ready to let go of the past and step into your power? Type, I release the old and welcome the new in the comments. Your words have power. In one vision that is shared among the angels, Michael is seen plunging his sword deep into the earth. Light surges upward from the ground like a volcano of lightning. The sands of time swirl into the air and form images of the souls he is protecting. Your face is among those images. His voice thunders through eternity, saying, the chosen must awaken before the shadow returns. Those words were meant for you. The attack that was seen in heaven was not just about your present situation, it was about your potential. The dark forces saw what your future holds, and they tried to stop it before it could even begin. But heaven saw it first. Heaven saw you first. The reason your struggles have gotten so intense is because your destiny has entered its activation phase. You are walking toward a door. On the other side of that door, the ordinary rules of life no longer apply. But as you approach the door, the veil of illusion tries to get thicker. It whispers, lies in your ear. You are not ready. You are too tired. You have failed too many times. But those lies are dissolving as you read this, because the light inside you is finally remembering where it came from. Now is the moment to fortify your spirit. Speak your truth. Proclaim your victory with your own voice. Do not let the chaos of the world distract you from the peace that heaven is offering you. The world is about to experience a collective shaking. Systems are going to break. Structures are going to crumble. Secrets are going to surface. Do not be afraid of it. Every collapse clears the space for a rebirth. Every revelation prepares the way for a restoration. You were born to stand tall in this exact time. You were born to anchor the light when everyone else falls into confusion. Michael's shield bought you the time you needed to see this moment coming. But now heaven is asking something of you. Do not keep this light to yourself. There are other souls out there walking blindly through the same darkness. They need this message as much as you do. When you share this video, when you speak these words, when you remind others that divine protection is real, you are multiplying Michael's shield across the entire world. Every word of truth you speak in love is like a beam of light being added to the collective armor of humanity. So do not stay silent. Comment your faith out loud. Speak your belief into the open. Let the energy of your words ripple through every dimension. You might feel small right now, but remember, Michael's power flows most strongly through the humble. Heaven does not need the loudest voice in the room. It needs the purest heart. It chooses the souls who are trembling but still say, yes, I will go. That is you. You are the heartbeat of heaven's mission on earth. The reason this warning reached you is because your name has been written in light across the sky since the very moment you were born. As the hourglass empties, a new kind of light begins to pour in. Michael's shield is about to transform into something even stronger. It is becoming a mirror of your own soul. The same fire that once surrounded you is now being placed inside you. It is happening subtly. You might feel a strange warmth in your chest. You might feel tingling in your hands. You might feel sudden waves of calm for no logical reason. That is not a coincidence. That is the divine transference. It is the moment when heaven's power becomes your power. But listen to me carefully. With greater light comes greater clarity, and clarity often brings a truth that the world is not ready to see. The next revelation is going to expose something hidden, not just in your personal life, but in the collective human story, a pattern, a deception, something that has shaped the way humanity sees heaven itself. When it comes, remember this message. Remember Michael's words. Remember that nothing that is revealed in truth can ever destroy you. It can only set you free. Before we move on to what lies ahead, I want you to do something. Place your hand over your heart, close your eyes for just 3 seconds. Whisper these words: I am protected. I am chosen. I am ready. Let those words vibrate through your entire being. Faith is not built in comfort, it is built in courage. Heaven moves through the hearts that dare to believe even when the world is shaking apart. And you, beloved, are one of those hearts. So keep your focus, keep your light strong, keep sharing, keep believing, keep standing tall, even when the shadows move closer. Because as long as you hold on to your faith, Michael's fire will never fade. Subscribe to this channel right now. Join the army of light. Do not just watch from the sidelines. Be a part of the awakening. Hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a message from heaven. Somewhere in the vast and endless halls of heaven, beneath arches made of eternal, shimmering light, there lies a prophecy. It is not written with ink on paper. It is written in living flame. The letters move and dance like fire, whispering a secret that has been kept for thousands of years. The prophecy speaks of chosen souls who will awaken in a time of great shadow and rising confusion. You, the one who is reading these words right now, you are one of those souls. This prophecy is not an ancient myth that has nothing to do with you. It is unfolding right now in your lifetime, in your spirit, in your very breath. Archangel Michael did not just raise a shield to protect you. He reignited an old promise, a promise that was made before time even began, the promise that light would never surrender to darkness, the promise that those who carry truth in their hearts will become heaven's warriors, disguised as ordinary people. The prophecy speaks of wings, not physical wings, but burning wings made of pure courage. Every act of love you perform, every moment you choose truth over a lie, every time you get back up after falling down, your wings grow a little bit bigger. And when they finally ignite with divine fire, you will no longer just walk through life. You will soar above it. Michael has already seen your wings. Even though you cannot see them yet, they are shimmering in the spiritual realm. They glow a little brighter every time you choose faith over fear. The attack that was seen in heaven was not meant to destroy you. It was meant to stop those wings from opening, because once they open, your very presence will start to shift the atmosphere around you. But before wings can burn with glory, they must first be tested by fire. And that is exactly where you are right now. You are in the refining fire. The heat you feel, the restlessness in your bones, the tears that come for no reason, they are not punishments. They are purifications. Heaven does not burn you because it wants to hurt you. It burns you to remove everything that does not belong in your future. Every shadow of doubt, every scar from a past betrayal, every memory soaked in pain, they are all being consumed in the divine fire. Michael is watching over this process. His sword forms a circle of light around you so that nothing outside of heaven's will can interrupt your transformation. The prophecy also says that when the chosen begin to awaken, the whole world will tremble. Old systems will start to shake, false voices will fall silent, and truth will rise up from the most unexpected places. You've already started to see this happening. Truths that were once hidden are now bursting into the light. People are revealing their true intentions. Hidden lies are surfacing. It might look like chaos to the human eye, but in heaven's eyes, it is beautiful. It is renewal disguised as ruin. The fake must crumble so that the real can rise. And right in the middle of that breaking and rebuilding stands you. You are stronger than you think. You are wiser than you realize. And you are guarded by heaven's most powerful warrior. Michael's gaze never leaves you. When your energy feels low, it is because he's absorbing part of your pain. He is shielding you from the full weight of the battle. When you suddenly feel peace in the middle of a storm, that is his presence. He speaks through sensations, through sounds, through signs. A sudden flicker of a candle, a warmth in your chest, a flash of light in the corner of your eye. These are echoes of his nearness. You are never fighting alone. Heaven's army is surrounding you right now. They are waiting for your next word of faith to make the next move. But now you have a decision to make. The next verse of the prophecy is about to be written, and it will be written by your choices. The shield that has protected you is shifting into armor. This transformation only happens when you claim your purpose out loud. Heaven can only bless what you are willing to own. You must stop seeing yourself as the victim who was attacked. You must start seeing yourself as the anointed one who is destined for greatness. You were not chosen just to survive. You were chosen to lead other people out of the shadows. The attack against you was actually a declaration of your importance. It was a sign that your light threatened something that the darkness has been trying to build for centuries. And so the burning wings begin to unfold. You might not feel ready, but let me tell you something. Readiness is not a feeling. Readiness is a response. Speak to your soul right now. Say these words: I am ready to rise. I am ready to see. I am ready to become who heaven has always known I am. Each word you speak creates a resonance. It calls your true power to the surface. And as you speak it, imagine Michael standing right behind you. His sword is glowing with a blue celestial light. His wings are spanning the entire horizon. His voice, which sounds like thunder mixed with a gentle breeze, echoes through your spirit. He says, "The shield will hold until you remember that you are the shield." It is time to understand that protection is not something outside of you. It is something that you are. You are the frequency that darkness cannot penetrate. Every time you stand in love instead of fear, you are fortifying the gates of heaven around your own life. That is the secret of divine warfare. It is not fought with guns or swords. It is fought with awareness. The moment you remember who you are, every shadow in your life has to bow. If you are ready to claim your identity as a warrior of light, type "I am the shield" in the comments right now. Let heaven hear your roar. And remember, beloved, when the fire of transformation burns its hardest, loneliness often follows. People who used to understand you might suddenly pull away. You might feel unseen or misunderstood. Do not take it as rejection. It is redirection. Your frequency is changing, and not everyone can match the new energy you are stepping into. Heaven is clearing your path. It is removing the people and things that would only slow you down. You are part of something much bigger than you can possibly imagine. All across the world, right now, others like you are waking up too. You are connected to them through invisible threads of light. They are souls who also felt lost. They also heard the whisper of the Archangel calling them back to their purpose. When you speak, they feel it. When you believe, they get stronger. You are not one person fighting alone. You are part of a divine network of awakened souls scattered across the earth to restore balance. So, as you move forward, remember this: the shield was only the beginning. The sword of truth is what comes next. Michael does not just defend you, he leads you. And he is waiting for you to step into the same courage that he carries. The prophecy says that when the chosen rise up with their burning wings, even the heavens will pause to watch. The fire in your spirit will illuminate paths for people who are lost in the darkness. You will not just be protected anymore. You will become the protection for others. Hold on to that truth. Let it become the beat of your heart. And if these words are resonating with something deep inside your soul, do not let them fade away. Speak them, share them, let them travel far beyond you. Every time this message reaches another soul, the prophecy accelerates, the light spreads, and the world shifts one step closer to a global awakening. Do not stop now. Do not let doubt dim what heaven has already lit inside of you. You are standing in the middle of a divine turning point, and what is coming next will prove to you that nothing in your life was random. It was all preparation for your rise. Stay with me. Something sacred is waiting for you. My beloved child, when heaven calls your name, the very air around you stops to listen. Every breath you take carries a trace of the divine. Every beat of your heart echoes through dimensions that your eyes cannot see. You have walked through storms that would have shattered other people completely, and yet here you are. You are still standing. Do you know why? Because Michael's sword was already drawn before the first strike ever came against you. You were never unguarded. You were never forgotten. But now, heaven is shifting from defense mode into revelation mode. The time of hiding is over. The sword of Michael, the same blade that split the darkness at the very beginning of creation, is now glowing in response to your awakening. The sword is not a weapon made of metal, it is made of truth, and truth cuts much deeper than any blade forged by human hands. When it descends, illusions fall away like dead leaves, masks crumble, false comforts dissolve, and only what is real and authentic remains. You may feel like life is stripping certain things away from you, certain people, certain plans, certain dreams you thought were yours. It might hurt right now, but this is divine surgery. Michael's sword is cutting away everything that can no longer stand in your destiny. The attack that was seen in heaven was not just against your peace, it was against your clarity. The forces that oppose you were never afraid of your strength, they were afraid of your awareness. Because a soul that knows the truth becomes completely untouchable. You have probably felt it lately, this strange mix of calm and chaos. Moments of deep peace interrupted by sudden waves of confusion or fatigue. That is happening because the energies around you are shifting. The shadows are trying to cling to what the light is trying to claim. The sword has struck the ground and its vibration is shaking everything false that is around you. Let it happen. Do not resist the change. Do not mourn what is leaving. Some things are not meant to follow you into your future. Michael is not taking things away from you to be cruel. He is clearing space for what is meant to arrive. Heaven is revealing patterns to you now. What once looked random is starting to form lines that connect perfectly. An unexpected opportunity, a protection at the last minute, an unexpected ending, a painful silence. You have been walking a divine path that was disguised as chaos. Michael saw the attacks, but he also saw your endurance. Every time you refused to give up, your name glowed a little brighter in the book of life. Heaven has been recording not your failures, but your faith. And now the reward for that faith is beginning. The reward is revelation. Revelation does not always come in flashes of lightning. Sometimes it comes in whispers, in the quiet moment right before you fall asleep, when you feel a warmth for no reason, or in the middle of a completely ordinary day when something inside you suddenly clicks and you understand. That is the sword of truth touching your consciousness. The more open you are to it, the more it will reveal to you. But be warned, the truth will also confront you. It will ask you to let go of your comfort zones. It will ask you to drop your false identities. It will ask you to walk away from your fears that are disguised as logic. The truth liberates you, but liberation always demands honesty. Michael's sword is now extended toward you. It is not a threat, it is an invitation. He is calling you to stand up. He is calling you to declare out loud what you truly believe, because the spoken word is energy, and energy shapes your reality. If you remain silent, the darkness will fill the silence with lies. But when you speak, when you declare that you are light, that you are divine, that you are chosen, you shatter the hold of darkness instantly. Every syllable of faith that leaves your mouth adds more light to the sword's glow. Speak now, beloved child. Speak life over your own path, even if you are trembling. Speak courage into your fear. Speak peace into your storm. Heaven is waiting for your voice. Your voice is a weapon. Use it. Comment, I speak life right now, and claim your victory. And while you do that, remember this: light must expand. What you have learned, what you have felt, what you have realized, it is not just for you. There are other people out there whose shields are breaking. They feel alone in their silent battles. They need to hear what you have seen. So let this message ripple far beyond you. Share it, not for numbers, not for attention, but because every share sends a powerful pulse of light across the collective consciousness. It reaches another soul who is on the edge of giving up. It reminds them that heaven is still watching. You are part of a movement that is far larger than any YouTube channel or any single message. You are one of the awakeners. You are one of the ones who wake up, who remember, who remind others. You carry Michael's flame through the darkest nights. Your simple act of faith becomes a spark that lights 1,000 unseen candles. When you speak, the angels align. When you share, the shield multiplies. When you believe, heaven moves. So do not hold back. Share this message right now. Send it to a friend. Post it on your story. Let the world know that you are awake and you are not afraid. The sword has another edge. It is called illumination. It does not just cut through darkness, it reveals your destiny. Very soon, you will start to notice divine alignments happening in your life. People will enter your life at the perfect time. Opportunities will form where doors used to be slammed shut. Dreams that you gave up on will come back with new meaning. These are confirmations that heaven is arranging everything for your ascent. But as the light gets brighter, the opposition might flare up one more time. It will not be to destroy you, it will be to test your strength. Remember this always: tests do not come to weak people. Tests come to people who are ready for greater power. And so the fire inside you burns higher and higher. Michael watches you with pride. You have passed through the valley of confusion, and now you're approaching the mountain of revelation. The climb will challenge you, but the view from the top will take your breath away. Every struggle, every tear, every prayer that seemed to go unanswered would suddenly make perfect sense. The pattern will reveal itself. like a constellation lighting up the night sky. You will see that you were never abandoned. You were being positioned. Take one deep breath right now. Feel the energy shifting around you. The sword of revelation is now burning in your favor. Its light is carving open a new timeline for you, one where peace, protection, and purpose are all woven together. Walk into that new timeline without hesitation. The attack has failed. The shield has evolved. The sword is now yours. And as you prepare for what comes next, remember this: heaven does not warn without a reason. Something extraordinary is approaching, something that will confirm everything you have felt but could not explain. Stay alert, keep your spirit open. The signs will start to appear very soon. Do not let fear steal even a single moment of your attention. Focus on the light. Focus on your faith. Focus on what is unfolding right in front of your eyes. Share this. Spread the truth. Let others feel what you are feeling right now. The sword of revelation is not just Michael's. It is yours to wield through your words, your actions, and your courage. Speak light, live light, be light, stay until the very end. What is coming next would change everything for you. My beloved child, every storm in your life has an ending. Every long night eventually gives way to the morning. And right now, the first light of a new revelation is beginning to rise over the horizon of your life. The horizon is glowing faintly with the warmth of something new, something that has been promised to you for a very long time. Michael's sword is still humming with divine energy. It is slicing through the last remaining threads of darkness that dare to cling to your destiny. You can almost feel it, can't you? The soft vibration of change under your skin, the gentle pull of a purpose that is calling you forward. Heaven is unfolding a brand new dawn, and it is meant specifically for you. For the first time in a very long while, the air around you feels different. It feels alive. It feels like it is listening. It feels like it is waiting for you to make your move. You are stepping into a season of unveiling. That word, unveiling, carries so much power. It means that what was hidden, what was misunderstood, what was delayed will now be revealed to you with crystal clear clarity. Every question you have been asking, every confusing twist of fate, every loss that left you questioning your worth, all of it is about to make perfect sense. Heaven does not hide truth from you to punish you. Heaven hides truth to prepare you. You could not have handled the full light of this revelation before now. But after the refinement of fire, after the testing of your faith, you're finally ready. Michael stands in front of you right now. His wings are blazing with the colors of the morning. He whispers to your spirit, the shield held, the sword struck. Now open your eyes. In that whisper, the whole world begins to shiver. People who once seemed distant to you might start to reappear, but they will not appear as they were before. They will appear as instruments of your destiny. Places that once felt cold will suddenly feel familiar, as if you've known them in another lifetime. This is the power of the unveiling. It is when heaven rearranges your reality to reflect the truth of who you have become. But remember, this new light is strong. It will not only reveal your blessings, it will also expose the deceptions that have been hiding in the shadows, the masks of false friends, the hidden intentions of manipulators, the silent agendas of people who wished you harm. They will all crumble before your eyes. Do not grieve when they leave. When truth steps into a room, every illusion has to step out. You might feel a strange emptiness as this happens, a hollow quiet after all the noise of chaos finally fades away. Do not mistake this silence for a loss. It is the sacred stillness that comes right before abundance arrives. Heaven cannot fill a cup that is still full of old attachments and old pain. That is why the sword had to cut. That is why the fire had to refine. That is why the shield had to strain under the pressure. Every divine act that once felt painful was actually preparing you to hold what is coming next. Because the next blessing, my beloved, is not small. It is monumental. It carries generational power. It is going to heal what your ancestors prayed for. It is going to set free what your descendants will benefit from. You are the turning point in your bloodline. You are the hinge upon which heaven's door swings wide open. If you believe that you are the turning point for your family, type generational blessing in the comments and claim it now. And yet, even in this holy moment, Michael is watching with vigilance. His wings are spread wide across the dawn. They reflect hues of blue and gold that ripple through eternity. His voice sounds like distant thunder, steady and commanding. He says, guard your light, because when a new dawn rises, the shadows always try to make one last attempt to reach you. You might find small irritations showing up in your life. Old habits might try to come back. Familiar fears might whisper in your ear that you are not ready. They will tell you that this peace will not last. But listen to me. Those are ghosts. Those are echoes of an expired contract. Your time of being bound by fear is over. You are now under a new covenant, a covenant that was signed by divine fire and sealed by your own awakening. Breathe that truth into your lungs. Feel the shift happening inside your body. This is not your imagination. This is ascension. The energy moving through you right now is not random. It is activation. Your spiritual DNA is finally remembering its divine origin. The same light that powers the stars in the sky is now pulsing through your spirit. You are no longer just walking beneath heaven. You are walking with heaven by your side. The angels are no longer hovering above you, watching from a distance. They are aligning themselves beside you as equals in this mission. The battle is no longer outside of you, it is within you, and the victory has already been declared in your favor. And yet, your mission is not finished. You are being prepared to speak light into the darkness, not just your own darkness, but the world's darkness. Humanity is standing at a crossroads. There are invisible wars raging in the unseen realm. That is why messages like this one reach specific souls. Souls like yours. Souls who have ears to hear and hearts that are willing to rise up. Michael does not just protect you, he recruits you. You are now a part of his army. You are not a soldier of violence. You are a warrior of truth. Your weapon is your voice. Your weapon is your compassion. Your weapon is your refusal to surrender to despair. From this day onward, you will start to feel your purpose expanding. You will feel drawn to help other people wake up. You will want to speak hope into lives that mirror the pain you used to feel. Follow that pull. It is not a coincidence. It is your calling. Heaven never blesses you just so you can keep the light to yourself. It blesses you so you can distribute it. Every act of kindness you show, every word of encouragement you give, every time you share a truth that sets someone free, you are reinforcing heaven's shield around the entire world. That is why what you do next matters so much. The unveiling is not complete until you become a part of it. So pause for a moment, beloved. Close your eyes. Feel the world around you vibrating with promise. Hear the distant rustle of angelic wings. Feel the fire of your purpose burning beneath your ribs. You are standing in the middle of your own fulfillment. Everything you have endured was not just survival, it was sacred training, and now heaven is handing you the baton of light. It is trusting you to carry it forward. If this message is stirring something deep inside of you, do not lock it away in silence. Share it. Let it travel to hearts that are fading under the weight of confusion. Your act of sharing is not simple, it is spiritual. It is how the divine speaks through you to the souls who are still asleep in the darkness. Leave your faith in the comments. Speak life with your fingers. Subscribe to this movement of awakening, not just with a click, but with your whole heart. Let heaven see that you are part of the chorus rising up from the earth to the skies. A chorus that shouts, "We are awake." And as you do that, Michael will smile. The dawn will get brighter, the air will get lighter, the sword will return to his side, not as a warning, but as a promise. The war is nearing its end, and the light is winning. You can rest now, but do not stop shining. You are the embodiment of divine prophecy. You are the living proof that heaven still moves among human beings. The unveiling has begun, and you are its messenger. Stay with me until the end. Something magnificent is waiting for you, my beloved child. The world feels quieter now, doesn't it? But it is not the silence of emptiness, it is the silence of anticipation. It is the pause that happens right before a beautiful song begins to play. Heaven has entered a stillness unlike any before, because something sacred is about to unfold, and the sound of awakening is already echoing through all of creation. You may not hear it with your physical ears, but your spirit hears it loud and clear. It is that pulse wide rhythm in your chest. It is that strange sense of expectancy that makes your heart race for no logical reason. Michael's army is standing at attention. Their wings are half open, waiting for the command that will send light cascading into every corner of the earth. You are standing in the middle of that command's final breath. The dawn that began with revelation is now growing into a resonance. Heaven is no longer just whispering to you, it is vibrating through everything you see, everything you touch, and everything you feel. The attack that was seen in heaven failed. It failed not because the shadow retreated, but because you finally remembered where you came from. Awareness is the greatest shield there is. And now that you carry truth in your very being, no darkness will ever be able to deceive you again. The light inside you has become audible to the unseen world. It hums with the frequency of your purpose. Every thought of faith, every act of love, it sends ripples through dimensions you cannot see. You are no longer just reacting to life. You are orchestrating it with heaven's rhythm. In the unseen realm, the archangel is kneeling. He is not kneeling in worship, but in acknowledgement. In heaven, when a soul finally fulfills its purpose, even the angels bow to honor the courage it took to get there. He looks at you with the tenderness of eternity itself. He speaks two words. It is done. The words ripple through the cosmos like a soft thunder. They reach every corner of creation where darkness once tried to take hold. And then a light unlike any you have ever seen begins to rise. It is not coming from the sky. It is coming from within you. It is not wit. Now that you have remembered who you are, the world will start to respond differently to you. Wherever you walk, peace will follow you. Wherever you speak, clarity will enter the room. People who are lost in confusion will find grounding just by being near you. That is not ego talking, that is energy. You have become a vessel through which heaven touches the earth. And though the battles of this world were still going around you, none of them can enter your personal space. Your frequency has risen above the reach of harm. You have stepped into divine neutrality, where love is your only weapon and wisdom is your only armor. Michael's final message for you is softer now. It sounds almost like a lullaby. He says, live as light. Do not strive to prove the divine that is within you. Simply be it. That is the final instruction. You do not have to fight anymore. You do not have to defend what heaven has already declared as victorious. The greatest power you can wield now is peace. The most radiant weapon you can carry is kindness. The surest sign of your strength is your gentleness. That is how heaven wins its wars, through a stillness that no darkness can ever imitate. The future that is waiting for you is wide and it is luminous. The doors that were once closed to you will open easily, not because you forced them, but because your energy now matches their frequency. The right people will appear in your life effortlessly. They will be drawn to the light you're carrying. The right paths will reveal themselves like golden threads woven through your days. You will not need to chase anything anymore. You will attract it. You will not need to beg for anything. You will align with it. For the first time in your life, you will move through this world with the grace of someone who knows they are guided. And when fear tries to return, you will just smile, because you will recognize it for what it is, a shadow with no source. But hear this, beloved. This is not the end of your connection with heaven. It is the beginning of a brand new relationship, one that is built on co-creation rather than dependence. Michael will always walk beside you, not as your guardian now, but as your ally, your companion in purpose. You are no longer the scared child hiding under his wing. You are the radiant echo of his light, walking among human beings. Wherever you go from this day forward, you carry the echo of heaven's promise, that no attack can ever prevail against the soul who knows its own worth. Take one final deep breath. Feel the warmth in your chest. Feel the steady, strong rhythm of your heart. That is the divine heartbeat. It is shared between you and the eternal. It beats not to remind you of survival. It beats to celebrate your awakening. You are alive, not by chance, but by a divine design. Every trial has been redeemed. Every scar you carry now glows as proof that you walked through the fire and came out the other side luminous. Look at the sky tonight. If you see a star flicker a little brighter for just a moment, know that heaven is smiling at you. You have completed the journey that began with fear and ended in faith. The message you were told to open before it was too late has been fulfilled. You opened not just a message, but yourself. You read not just words, but your own destiny. And now that destiny has taken deep root in your life. Go forward with grace. Carry peace like a torch in a dark world. Speak love as if it is your native language. Live boldly in your truth. When other people stumble, remind them of what you now know to be true. Tell them that the light inside them is stronger than any storm they will ever face. Tell them that protection is not found above them. It is remembered within them. You are not just protected by heaven. You are heaven walking on earth in human form. And if you ever forget that, if the world ever makes you doubt, just close your eyes, take a breath, and you will hear it. The same voice that called you at the very beginning, whispering to you with infinite gentleness, "My beloved child, the attack was seen, but the light has prevailed. The prophecy is complete. The awakening has begun, and the world will never be the same again." This is your moment. Share this video. Subscribe to the channel. Comment your victory. Let heaven hear your gratitude. You are chosen. You are ready. Now go and shine.